About navigation here. If you go to the window at the top of the screen, there's a menu called Navigator. Bring up this little menu. And it's really pretty nice because it's got a slider at the bottom where you can zoom in. Notice as I zoom in and out, this red box appears around the area that I'm zooming in on. And it tells me how far I've gone. This is 201%. So if you zoom in, but then if you want to move around the screen, you can use this navigator menu to do it. Watch, I can click on that little red square out there and literally move it around to wherever I want to go in my image. So it gives me kind of an overall view, and it shows me kind of where I'm going, and puts it all in context, and I can see it zoomed in on the screen at the same time. So this is really pretty helpful, and I'm getting more used to using this as I go too. So yeah, it's called the Navigator. It's really nice. And you can even click in, zoom in incrementally here by this button on the right, or you can zoom out one click at a time on the left. It goes in 100% increments, or you can use the slider. So pretty nice. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is just kind of how to fix your work. It's a good thing to know early on when you're working in Photoshop. Now, if you're used to Adobe Illustrator or other programs, they have a lot of undos. Go to Edit, you know what I'm talking about. Usually the first thing down here is called undo. So in Photoshop, if I do something or whatever, I don't like it, I can go to Edit and undo that move. So Photoshop has that, but it only has it really at, it goes back one step. So you'll undo things, but you have to really understand something beyond that. Under Window, we have a palette called our History palette. So I want to talk about this quickly. Here's our History palette. It shows us our image as it looked when we first opened it. So think of these as states of history. Here's the original state of history of this file, the way it looked when I opened it. I'll zoom out and show it to you. I haven't done anything to it. But just for instance, let's say, and you guys don't know what any of these tools are yet, or these effects, so I'm just going to purposefully here kind of do some quick effects. I'm going to make this image a lot darker, and I'll do some crazy filter to it just to put a couple of things in place in my history palette. But you'll notice my history palette now has these two different things I've done to my file. Here's my original state of history. Here's the first effect that I did, and here's the second effect that I did. So, and it keeps a number of these in the memory. It's like 25 or so, 20 maybe different states of history. And you need to think of them like that. They're like moments in time. They're states of history that you can go back to at any point. If you want to go to this point, it takes you to that screenshot. If you want to go to this point, it takes you to this screenshot. So it's kind of an alternative, something you can use instead of undoing your work. You just step back through history to where you want to be.